And we are back. So Eternal Darkness was a pretty fun game. I'm not going to lie, and I told Pandora this. I actually, not a lot of these games scare me, but I was genuinely, my heart skipped a beat when I saw the blue screen. So she actually scared me during that last run, but it was a very fun run to show off, and I just want to give that moment out there, because these do happen every now and again. But for our last and final game of this, of our show here, we're going to be taking it back home. We're going to be going to the desert in a game called Alan Wake's American Nightmare, a game where I think he's trying to get back to the main area, but he has to go through the desert for some reason. Anyway, Alan Wake's American Nightmare will be done by TaintedTali. Take it away.
What we're about, but before we do dive in, Chad, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yep. What's up, guys? My name is Chad Thorson. I'm going to be adding some commentary in the background and just vibing on the couch. Let's have a good time.
Awesome. Thank you very much. So, yeah, we're going to start. Timer starts when we start a new story and pick the difficulty. So I will do the countdown here in 3, 2, 1, go. So the concept of this is that it takes place 2 years after the main event of Alan Wake, which is, you know, the main game. It came out 2 years before this. So at the end of it, I don't want to go too much into spoilers because, you know, you might not have played it, and that's okay. I do recommend that you do because it's a fantastic game. But the gist of it is, at the end of the game, Alan goes missing. And I guess he ends up here? Question mark. It's set up in a way that, if you are familiar with Twilight Zone, the TV show, we have an in-universe equivalent of that, which is Night Springs. And this entire game is kind of set up to be an episode of Night Springs. So that's why you will have a narrator to try and explain what's going on. He will do a pretty good job of actually explaining the story with us, which is kind of nice. So yeah, we're basically in a TV show right now. Right, and that's our enemy. First enemy right there. We're going to be seeing quite a few of those. They're referred to as Taken. They are humans who have been taken over by the Dark Presence, and that's the same Dark Presence that is present throughout Alan Wake, the main game as well. So the main form of movement that you will see in this is that we will run, because running is fast, that makes sense. But Alan doesn't have unlimited stamina. So sometimes he will need to catch a bit of a breather, but somehow, when he jumps, he will recover stamina. And jumping is faster than just walking. So we run, and then we jump, and then we run, and then we jump. And that's essentially what you will see me do for movement throughout this entire game.
He knows he must end.
It's video game logic at its finest right there.
Just catching
really
his breath.
I mean, how else?
Yeah.
How else would you recover stamina besides jumping? I mean, come on, guys.
Exactly. So the other main thing that we will do as well, you don't really get to see it quite yet, but combat is another big thing as well. So to do this game fast, you will need to learn good combat. And another thing I'm going to see if I can start getting it here is a lot of cutscenes that happen. I will try and jump into them. Whoa. Because that means that when the cutscene ends and I get control of Alan again, he will be slightly ahead of where he would be if I didn't do the jump. And there's quite a few cutscenes in this game. Unfortunately, most of them are not skippable. So we will have a lot of those moments. Here's our first little trick. I jump into the pit. I land on that valve that we need to pick up. Normally, in a casual game, you will have to wait for that billboard to fall and then pick up the valve. But if you land on it, you have time to spam press B to pick it up, and then Alan will pick it up during the cutscene of the billboard falling. That's pretty huge. We are now picking up a Magnum, and this is why this category is New Game Plus, because if you are playing this for the first time, you do not have 10 manuscript pages collected, meaning you will not be able to get that Magnum. That Magnum is pretty critical for the speedrun. Oh, okay, cool. We got in. Awesome.
Yeah, this guy
likes sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's not playing that very nice right now. But that's okay. Hopefully, sometimes he's very fast. Sometimes he just chills. I think he's kind of fast today. I don't like this. Yeah, I'm gonna be
Yo,
taking some damage here,
homie.
but hopefully that's okay.
Homie knows you're running GDQ. He's like, not today,
Yeah.
dude. Not today.
Like,
We
no,
ain't
I
having
can go
this.
fast too. It's not just you.
has found the battery,
So,
but it is
it's
empty.
not awful.
Given that 360
I'm gonna
no
see
scope light shine, you got it.
Yeah. That's actually one of the things that's really nice about this. You don't need to specifically aim. Aiming is like a flashlight boost, but when you see the flashlight, that's where he aims anyways. You don't need to like hold an aim button to be able to, well, aim. I'm also gonna just reload so I'm just safer for the upcoming battle here, because ideally I want to have at least 7 rounds in my magazine coming up, and I had 6 because I had to shoot him twice, so not ideal. Oh, okay. That's not good, but that's okay.
Ooh. Nice reaction time. You got this. You got this.
Yep. And he doesn't always like to climb. Okay. Alright, okay. That's coming up now, actually, so I'm glad you mentioned that, because we're playing Kasabian right now. So I don't know if chat's gonna be able to hear it, I'm guessing not, but it's coming up now. As soon as I hit these 2 buttons over here, it's gonna have a cutscene playing with licensed music. So, now.
It's a good track, but yeah.
It is very good. I do recommend actually watching it and just enjoying the music, because it is really good. My favorite parts of this run is just to jam out to these.
I'm never entirely sure how the ruling of licensed music works, but I figure I want to make sure we let our tech know just in case, because you never know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to.
The good thing is I have at least not like striked my channel with this. All they've done is that I can't earn ad revenue, and you know, I don't really care about the ad revenue to begin with personally, so I'm fine with that. Alright, so we're coming up on some RNG bits here, because there's a lot of props flying and landing next to us. We had a pretty good path there, but sometimes they can land where we want to go, which is very unfortunate, because that makes it really hard to go where we want to go. But I have also had it only once. They landed in a way that gave me actually a speed boost, so like, that will probably never happen on a PB pace, unfortunately, but it's kind of cool that it's a thing. So we're gonna do some combat optimization here, because this is one of the combats, one of the fights you actually have to do. So, you learn where they spawn, and then we just try and take them out as fast as possible. The one thing that's really nice about this game compared to like the main game is that resources isn't really an issue in this. They're very generous, both with ammo and with batteries. They have respawn points like this, or resupply points, pretty much all over the game. And they're not far usually when you need them. So, especially if you're playing this casually, and even in the speedrun, resources isn't really a thing you need to worry about, and that's really nice. The main thing we need to route in is flare guns, basically, because they will be super useful later on. And now we're going to see our first poltergeist, and this can be a troll.
Poltergeist.
So, again, RNG, they are physics-based, they basically do, well, whatever they want. And this is also our first, like, official run killer. I will look towards him, because that usually means that I don't get the slowdown when he aggroes on me, and you will see me do that whenever I deal with any poltergeist like that. Looking in the direction will remove the slowdown. This game has a lot of those, by the way. There's a lot of slowdowns. Slowdowns are slow. We're going fast. We do not want them.
Yeah, all in the name of fast. We just we ignore the slowdowns. So we just roll
Alright,
with it.
this is really good. And sometimes he will just be chilling right outside this door in a way where I can't even open it. And that is, of course, bad. I don't like that he's in front of me, though, but hopefully that's okay.
Emma Sloan was a believer in a great many things.
Alright.
Most of which were entirely...
Hopefully it doesn't attack me as soon as this cutscene ends. Also, I have one thing to say, but I need to say this every time I do this run. I do this on my own channel as well. So,
Emma Sloan.
more like Emma Slane, am I right?
But
Alright.
By forces beyond
Usually when I do that, that ball will like not be happy and just knock me down. So I'm like always bracing for impact every time I say that. But I like it. It's funny, so I keep saying it.
I just want to say, normally I get to make the puns where I get booed. This entire episode, I've been being subjected to puns from every single one of the runners.
Yes.
Oh, but wait, there's more.
I bet there is.
Definitely more.
Also, quick question,
Oh, yeah.
since I'm mentioning the past 2 runs really quick. Does this game have anything to do with bone thieves? Or anyone who steals any
No.
bones? Okay, this is the first game that doesn't have that. Cool.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm trying to think, but no, I can't think of anything.
Well, I don't know. I think the bad guys are just going to have to ask her a question.
True, that is the thing that happens. We get asked a lot of questions. So, usually we want to try and avoid it, but
I'm
that's not
so
always
sorry.
easy.
I'm so sorry. It just slipped.
It's all good. Alright, so now we have reached an observatory. Why are we here, you might ask? You see, because there's a space signal that we need to read and translate, kind of, to figure out what we're supposed to do. I promise you, it totally makes sense. So, yeah, we're here to borrow some equipment so we can do that. Just, you know, normal Alan Wake things.
So, speaking of which, what actually made you want to run Alan Wake American Nightmare?
Actually, I was looking at running Alan Wake, the main game, but that one is quite long, and the reason I do want to run that is because that's, like, my favorite game of all time. So I was talking to a friend of mine, and he's like, but if you want to run Alan Wake, why don't you start with American Nightmare, because it has a lot of the same kind of tech when it comes to movement and stuff, but it's a shorter game. So you can pick that up and see how you like it, and then, you know, if you like it, you can move on to the main game, which is, you know, more of a time-consuming. So, like, you know what? That's a good idea. I'll do that. So I picked up American Nightmare and really vibing with it. I'm really enjoying this. Alright, so there's a little bit of optimizations there. I know that, like, when that cutscene ends, I will spawn looking at that one enemy. So I can just... when that enemy will spawn, so I can just prepare myself and look in that direction, so I'm already there when he spawns. Just trying to take them out as fast as possible, so she will let us in.
Go away.
It wasn't me. I
And
just
his
look like him.
shirt will do some weird things in this
Yo,
cutscene, I don't know why.
what's happened with the shirt physics there, brother? What's happening with
I
that?
don't know.
Things trying to kill you.
It's every time, and I don't know why, but it just happens. It's funny.
Yes. Yes, he did. All right. Come on in.
Okay.
Thank you.
On the bright side, at least we, you know, get our stamina refreshed while waiting for her to open the door for us.
Just a moment, I'll send the lift down to you.
So we're gonna have a little bit of tech kind of here again with this lift. Because, you know, usually you need to wait for that to fully come down, but we can jump it. And then, once we jump it, we can stand here on that corner, which means that when we come up, we can just jump off. We don't need to wait for it to be lowered, which is nice. Minor time save, but minor time save, still time save. So every time we go up and down his elevator, I will try to do this. He slips off this really easily though, so it doesn't always work. But it's worth doing. Also, I forgot to grab this before, so I'm doing it now.
And we're about to sacrifice our knees in the name of fast. So,
Yes.
you know, there you go.
We don't want to go around,
broken knees,
so we
yeah.
just drop down instead.
That's too slow. We don't need knees. They're just suggestions.
Exactly. Also, just in case there's any arachnophobes watching, I want to call it out. There's 3 times during the game where we'll be seeing spider enemies, and this is the first time. So if you are watching and you don't want to see spiders, I do recommend that you look away until we're back inside the observatory.
This must be her car.
The good thing for the speedrun though is that the spiders aren't too bad. They barely damage me if they do hit me, and they're basically just a minor inconvenience, and I just run around them and I should be fine. Yeah, they will just jump at me like that.
All right,
Tiny little jukes and it's fine.
Spoderman, please play nice.
Exactly. This is really good. They didn't even hit me once. I say as that last one almost hit me. At least we don't need to wait for her to open the door every single time, which is nice. Alright, so now we're gonna put this imaging array back in while we wait for her to lower that. We can go and pick up some of the items around here.
Don't worry, it's very
Because there is going to be a fight here later on, so they have a couple items laying around. They're useful, so we have a bit of a moment to wait anyway, so we might as well pick them up then.
You know, just
Alright.
just
I'll just run a quick
Go ahead.
just leaving a very important, expensive piece of equipment in your car, just around the block like that.
Right,
real
we
convenient.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah, no
take
big
a
deal.
look at the sky.
Alright.
Also, rip your knees.
As you do.
Poor knees.
It's okay, Alan doesn't need knees.
Oh.
Yeah. He ain't gonna need them no more, I tell you.
Poor Alan.
Yeah. But yeah, things go wrong because, of course they do. We're overheating, so we need to go outside and
There's a problem with
turn
the
on some, I think,
ventilation.
coolant valves?
Somebody just interrupted the flow.
Now
So,
what?
Well, you could go and open the secondary coolant flow valves manually.
just let me
I
out.
know it's dangerous there, but, well,
I got it.
There's a lot of fetch quests happening here. Do you want to explain some of the lore for this game and where this fits in the Alan Wake timeline? Oh my god, I was like, what is the
like we
word?
already mentioned. This is taking place 2 years after the main game. We went missing, and this is potentially where we've ended up. I don't want to say too much because the game... Oh wait, I actually forgot to use my flare there. So you're asking me questions, now I forget what to do. It's okay. Yeah, it's just safer to use a flare there so they don't attack me while I do that. But yeah, this is 2 years after we went missing, and this is where we've ended up, potentially. So, I don't want to... I mean, we'll see it soon enough anyway, but the gist of this whole game is that we're stuck in a time loop. The Dark Presence, which is the, Dark Presence that's in the main game, has spawned our evil doppelganger, whose name is Mr. Scratch, and he's messing with us. He wants our life, so he's trying to, make us go missing so that he can take our place instead. Also, there's a potential cutscene skip here. I'm gonna see if I can get it. I only found this earlier today. I didn't get it. That's okay. You need to hug that wall really closely, and then run. It's unfortunate if you don't get it because that means these guys can get the drop on you. And please get out of my way. Or not. Okay.
Oh, dude, whose car was that? Oh.
Just stop.
Oh no.
They're just bullying me right now. That's okay, we got out, and we still have a little bit of health, so it's fine, it's fine. I can hear him following me still, and I don't like it.
There is a
We're almost
lot
back
of
inside.
there's a lot of car damage in this game, and I wonder how many of those cars are being
Oh,
so
yeah.
close to getting paid off, and they're like, oh no, it's gone, no.
Yeah, the Dark Presence takes over both humans and items. It doesn't really have much care for value, I guess. Alright, so we're gonna have another fight. This one's actually pretty chill. Like, you might think that this one needs to be optimized, but this one's actually timed, so you basically just need to survive for a set amount of time, and you're good. But, there's no point in just waiting around either, so we're gonna fight them.
I'm gonna wait to drop a lore bomb on chat here pretty soon once we get the big reveal of what's going on.
Yeah. Alright. Just the main thing I need to pay attention to here is that they don't get the drop on me. Because my health is kinda low, so better to just play it safe. Also, the range on his flashlight in this game is kind of insane. Alright. I think we have one more spawn before she turns the light on. I hear them, but I don't see them. Okay, they're over there. They'll be taken care of soon
Man.
enough if they don't want to walk over to me.
You're right though, that
Actually, they
flashlight
do.
does have some range.
Yeah, it's insane actually.
Yeah.
And there we go. That's what happens when a timer runs out.
that was
They just explode.
sighted in now.
Yeah, she turns the light on, I think. And yeah. Oh, trying to just passing the time while waiting.
What movement tech is this, Tali? What is this some kind of like a glitch you're doing here? What are you doing?
Oh yeah, this is just swag strats. Doesn't actually do anything except looks funny.
Gotcha. Swag strats.
Like, we need to wait for that elevator anyway, so I just like to do stupid things. But yeah, we did everything we needed to do. Now we have all the equipment we need to read that signal. So here is the printout with the translation of the signal.
Is that a fax?
The weapon created by the champion.
Yes! This is technology.
But it is
The fax machine's been dead for years.
It provides a roadmap.
Yeah, I know this game is old. I mean, it came out in 2012, but I'm pretty sure faxes were already dead then.
Oh my
They
god.
were dead in 2012.
This game is 10 years old, but I feel old.
They're only used in corporations, and
The drive-in.
I think
Once
I
the
don't know.
scene of lurid celluloid fantasies
Pretty
Did I
much,
say
yeah.
Ham, a documentary?
exhibition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the search for closure.
Oh, this is a drive-in theater that has been converted to a museum, I think?
Here.
I'm not quite sure exactly how it works still, despite the fact that I've played through this game many times. But yeah, I don't exactly know why we're here. I'm guessing it's because the pages we're finding are telling us that this is where we need to be. But this is Serena. She's, well, I guess the curator, the
The
owner.
man has encountered this before.
And she's been taken over by the darkness as well, although she's not she's not attacking us, but she is under the influence. So we need to go and turn the light on so we can get the darkness out of her. So conveniently enough, as all power theaters surely have, there's a
Oh,
power
Bubba's right
plant.
behind you. Oh, he pushed you into the cutscene. He pushed you into the cutscene. It's
Yeah.
perfect. Nice. Nice.
Very nice. Also, again, like, they're gonna throw a bunch of cars at us. This is, again, RNG because physics. If you get really unlucky, that car is gonna try and block your path, but yeah, we're good. But yeah, there's a power plant at the end of this drive-in cinema because that's, I guess, how drive-in cinemas work. I don't really know. I don't think we ever had them here. So maybe some of the actual Americans here can confirm whether this is how drive-in cinemas actually look.
I think the drive-in died in the 80s.
You are gonna shit yourself when you realize what I've done.
All drive-ins and facts.
Gotta love this movement tech, you know. Whenever I'm winded, I always do 3 jumps in a row sequentially to
Oh,
get
yeah.
my breath back. Yeah, I always do that.
Yeah. Jumping is not draining your stamina, only running.
Exactly.
Because he's a writer.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
He's a writer and a marathon runner. Also, he also dips some skill points in a Navy SEAL apparently too, so he's pretty talented. You know, he can fend off the bad guys.
Yeah. Definitely. So I'm gonna just hope that the enemies don't follow me in because we actually have a puzzle in here that we need to solve. I actually don't even know how to solve this casually. When I was doing my own casual playthrough, I was just trialing and erroring it until it worked. And I actually got really lucky until the last one where I think I spent like 10 minutes just trying to figure out what the solution was. But hey, now I'm a speedrunner and now I know, so I can just go input the solution. So they're gonna try and slow us down on the way out, and this can also get very dicey because now we're gonna rely on cycles on that power that you see trying to block our path. We may get good cycles, in which case we can just run through, or they will block us like there. Sometimes it's useful though, because if the cycles are right, they might just take out the enemies for us, which is super convenient.
That cowboy has
there you go.
yeed his last haw.
Yeah, it didn't this time, but usually it's very nice to me, which is nice.
You have no idea how badly you're
That's Mr. Scratch, by the way. I don't actually know if I mentioned that, but he keeps showing up because he can tell that we are getting close to the end of the game. He wants to stop us getting from the end of the game. Because, you know, he wants to take our place, so he doesn't want us to be able to escape.
But he wants to be Alan Wake?
Yes. That is essentially the gist of it. I don't know why. I guess Alan has a very exciting life.
I mean,
He has a
there's
cool
gotta be-
shirt.
I mean, there's gonna
He
be
does
perks to
have a cool
having
shirt.
perks to being a marathon runner, rider, Navy SEAL, fashionist guy. He's got a great sense of fashion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he is famous as well. If you haven't played the first game, you will know that he is very famous. So maybe he wants some of that fame.
I know there's a lot going on in the game right now, but I just saw Alan run through a cactus. Do you know how much that would hurt? Oh my god.
Yes.
Also, how close that car hits me.
Like, I've been in the desert.
I would
It's
definitely
like,
flinch.
I don't even mind the car, because I understand the danger of cars, but, like, I've been in the desert. Like, do not run into cacti. Like, they hurt.
I think the cactus was merely
Alan
a
just doesn't
suggestion.
care.
Yeah, it was a suggestion.
Yeah. Serena just gave us the key to this place. I don't remember what the building's called. The projector building, I guess. But Mr. Scratch, again, he doesn't want us to get in, so he has some security lined up.
That's the security system? I guess it was too much to hope for an alarm.
Unfortunately, it's not an alarm in a fat rent-a-cop, but that's okay. We're gonna start out by flashbanging this and hope that the Taken doesn't kill me in the process. Good. One thing that's nice is that each of these fountains, they do spawn Taken to try and protect it. But if I can take out the fountain fast enough, then the Taken won't be an issue. Because they will despawn as well when I take it out. Come on. Oh. Are they getting very close? There you go.
Nice.
We have one more that we need to take out before the projector building will be open and we can go inside. Alright. So basically, what that signal we got earlier from space, it basically tells us that we need to go in here, and then we need to do a couple things in the room, and that will help us.
Can feel the fragment of the
So we have our page, so we know what we're supposed to do.
What will be. It's incomplete, but it's
Like he says, it's incomplete, so we're just gonna have to do the best with what we got. So we know that this clock needs to be set here, and this calendar needs to be set here. And that's all we have this far, so as you can see, this is not really going too well. This doesn't look right. We're missing something. And Mr. Scratch can sense that we're close to the end of the game, so he's like, you know what? Nah, you didn't do this right. Back to the beginning you go.
Again,
Here's the big lore drop, guys, okay? So we are speedrunning a speedrunner who is going through a speedrun himself.
Yes.
And now we get to do it all over again, but only faster this time.
Wait, you have to replay the game?
Yes,
Yeah.
because now we're back at the beginning, but Alan still has his memory of what happened, so he knows now what to do, so he can do it faster. So Alan Wake is officially a speedrunner. It is canon.
Oh.
Alan Wake is a Navy SEAL rider, marathon runner, and a speedrunner. This guy is a perfect Mary Sue. I wish I was him.
Yeah, maybe that's why Mr. Scratch wants his life, because honestly, he's pretty good. We have some new enemies now as well. I like to call them bird brains, but I think they're just like bird taken, but they like to just land right in front of me and try and body block me, which I don't really appreciate. The good thing though is that unless I need to fight them, all I need to do is shine my flashlight on them, and then they will go back into bird form. And then they won't bother me because they're in bird form. It's just the body blocking that's a bit of an issue. So, but we're back to Emma. She's no longer Emma Slane, she is Emma Sloan. For now, anyway.
You here?
But she has her memory as well. She is also a speedrunner. So we don't need to get the CD this time. We only need to get the battery. And the battery is going to be in this cave over here. And once again, if anyone does have arachnophobia, you probably do not want to look while we are in that cave, because that cave is going to have spiders and they will follow us out. So until we're back with Emma again, look away.
By the way, I appreciate the warning for that. It's always nice to have.
This should be perfectly safe.
Yeah, like, I'm not arachnophobic myself, but I don't generally like spiders, so but I know some people are really bad with it, so it's just nice to call those things out.
Yeah, like reminds me of the time I went to Australia and nearly survived. It was crazy.
There are massive spiders there. It's wild from up
Oh,
here.
yeah.
They have spiders the size of a dog, and you can't pet them, unfortunately. It's not advised.
I hear, like, the huntsman is, like, just
Yeah.
massive. And that terrifies me.
And they just, like, casually pop up
same.
in your car first thing in the morning when you're going to work, and you're like, oh no, it's a huntsman spider. I better shoot away.
Yeah. No thanks, is all I can say to that.
So this takes place in
Right, so-
Australia.
Yes, I mean Arizona, Australia, almost the same thing, right?
Well, Arizona is
I'm sure
pretty hot.
Yeah.
Exactly. It has a lot of spiders, as we can tell.
Let me just tell you, because I've been to Arizona. I remember going there in like the middle of summer. I ended up being outside, like my first time there. Just flew in. It's like 113 degrees. I'm like, it can't be that bad. I walk outside. I just stand there for like a couple minutes, and then I physically feel myself burning. I'm like, this is awful.
Oh my god.
I mean, I guess it was dry heat, which is better, but like, oh my god, it was just. I can hear the sizzling.
Yeah, that sounds awful. I'm not sure I've ever even experienced heat like that.
That's hardcore. I want to go now.
Arizona gets hot. Arizona gets really hot. I know there's like even hotter places around, but I just remember Phoenix, Arizona was like, I think I got like 118.
Okay, that was really clutch. All right, we're gonna have some licensed music again in case Tech is going to do anything about that.
Wait, is it the same licensed song?
Yes. And you're gonna hear it,
it just
again.
plays for a little bit longer this time.
Yep.
So Kasabian, once again, I hope you love Kasabian, because yeah, here we go again.
Just get your imaginary cat jam and just pretend like you're having a good time, because I mean, I'm vibing. It's a good track.
Also, I don't know why, but all we really do in this oil field is we play Kasabian in the CD player, we put a valve in and turn it, and we put a warning light on. And for some reason, this random satellite gets hit by a comet, I guess, and crashes into the oil field. Because that's just how things work, I guess. But, I mean, we are operating with space signals and stuff, so I guess maybe that's not surprising? I don't know.
It's just metal.
I love this game, by the way. It's so wacky.
Better hurry.
Oh, Bubba's behind you. Oh boy, okay.
Oh, he's charging. He mad. That's fine. We outrun him.
He's trying to wreck your GDQ run. Don't let him do it.
Yeah. Alright.
This is not the bad thing. Nothing.
Alright, please be nice. Yeah, this is another one where actually optimized combat will matter. Uh-oh. Alright, we're good.
Keep your head down.
Alright, I need to be careful now because I'm really low on ammo, so I'm just gonna let him split. These are new enemies again, by the way, the splitter. Oh! Can you not, please, sir? Thank you. So I can shine my flashlight on him to make him split into two smaller enemies, which is, you know, slower, but it's also safer because they do less damage and take less damage before they die. So sometimes that's just safer for me to split him so I can have time to get my ammo or something like that. Hey, Emma, you're safe now. It's fine. You're not gonna die. Oh wait, shit. I'm sorry. Or she's Emma slain once again. And we're leaving.
Bye, Emma.
I feel kind of bad for her because, like we said, she does actually remember. She remembers that she died in the first loop. And she's so thankful when Alan comes over because like, yes, you're gonna save me from the bad thing. And he's like, yeah, this is not the bad thing. And she's like, what?
I mean,
and then she dies again.
If you think about it, her case is pretty much Dormammu I've come to bargain over and over again. Because she just keeps revisiting it over and over.
It really is. Which is pretty funny when you think about it that way. So we're going once again back to the observatory because we do need to translate more of that space signal. But now Alan does, again, remember stuff, so we're going the speedrunning route. Now we know that there's no point in going in and then going back out for that little camera thing that we grabbed. So we're doing the smart speedrunner thing. We're going straight for the camera.
Find Dr. Meadows' car. That's where the camera should be.
We have some Taken trying to stop us this time though, which is not nice, but hopefully they won't cause any trouble. So one thing that's really nice here sometimes is that we have those grenade throwing enemies. They just throw. They don't really care much apart from the fact that they aim at me. So sometimes they'll end up hitting the other Taken, which makes things a lot easier for me. They also run away when I get too close to them, so they're not really a big threat in that regard. We can hit this checkpoint, which should make some of the enemies despawn. And again, we just have the bird ones now to deal with, but they can be annoying because they do like to land right in front of my face, which body blocks me, but hopefully they might be playing nice actually today. I bet the last one is going to... No? Okay, cool. Oh, it's gonna... Okay, that was good. Usually they try to give me like a final pat on the back as I go in the door, which is a bit scary, but that was actually really good.
You'll
So,
have to forgive me, but this feels very strange.
and yeah, she also remembers the past events. She has a bit of a deja vu.
Telescope, Doctor.
All right, let's get it installed.
Once again, while waiting for that to get down, we just pick up those supplies that happen to be laying around for us. It's very convenient. One thing that's nice now as well is that we know that they are going to attack the coolant system after we put the part in place. So we are going to tell her that, hey, don't start it up yet. We need to go outside and protect the coolants.
Although I have this strange feeling that something will
Don't
go
start
wrong.
it up yet. There's a problem.
And
with the
Alan's gonna
cooling
break his
system.
knees again.
Yes, that's right. I remember.
Come on.
All right, let me
first
think.
knees.
If they're
There we go.
sabotaging it, they'll be primary.
Who needs those?
Also, you want to say hello to Mrs. Scratch?
Hello,
That
Hi,
is
Mrs.
why
Scratch.
you're here, isn't it?
Yes, it
the
is.
handsome devil.
I'll take care of it.
He is handsome.
If you
Yeah.
have the time, I'd
So.
appreciate if you came up here and explained it.
I do recommend playing this for yourself and like actually taking the time to explore the game and watching those videos because they're very fun. So now we're gonna try and get back down fast. This path is actually blocked, but that's okay. We can just drop down next to it instead. Oh no, there's this rock in the way. Okay, that's fine. We
Yeah.
don't really care much about
But
that.
but we have parkour, so it's fine.
Exactly. I mean, we said Alan's a speedrunner, right?
Oh yeah.
Like he knows his way around. Oh, why are you pushing me, you bullies? Please don't. All right. And we have a switch here. Luckily, when we hit this, we have iframes.
Yay!
So he can't hit us. And then he just despawned.
Sorry, Bubba. You're gonna have to take this L.
It's really weird that Alan Wake is a Ghost and Goblins game.
I'll never unthink
Right?
that now. I'll never unsee this.
So this car is nice, opens the gate for us so we can just leave through the fence. We have some stones to dodge. Yeah, that's cool. And then we're gonna have another case of a poltergeist. Oh, okay. That car landed on me earlier today, that was scary. But we're gonna look at this, because that way we don't get the slow-mo from the maggroing. And have you ever played Skyrim? Because Alan has played Skyrim, and he's channeling his inner Skyrim horse right now. Because it's slow to go around, so we should just go directly up this cliff face instead. I gave you the wrong name for the game, by the way. It's Alan Wake's Skyrim Nightmare, actually.
Ah, perfect. Let me get that changed for you.
Thank you.
Perfect.
Hi, Mr. Scratch. He was still on the screen.
Hello, Mr. Scratch.
But yeah, thankfully we
Bye.
prepared this time, so we don't need to worry about a battle. Because we already got everything sorted, so we can just go directly up and get our printouts.
Can you show off your swag strats again for the audience?
I
missed
don't
it last
really
time.
have as much time there, unfortunately.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
No. It just... No.
Oh.
Alright, I need to climb this.
Yeah. He's got the moves.
Yeah, Alan does have the moves.
Another print.
Alright, so we have another signal fragment, so we're going to go back to the drive-through, or the drive-in
Another piece of
cinema,
weapon.
and
If
see if we
built
can maybe
against
solve it
its
this time.
adversary.
Mr. Scratch is probably not going to be happy with us still though, so he will try and
Under
stop
the
us,
right
but
tendons, they will hold
he will fail, hopefully. So what do you think of the run so far,
Last
Ek?
time the man came to the
I'm still pretty surprised at the looping thing. I wasn't expecting a loop.
This time
Yeah. I think a lot of people somehow expected this to be like a prequel
is enough.
to Alan Wake. But
I thought it was
it's
a
not
sequel, but,
officially a sequel. Yeah.
Oh yeah, by the way, we
Just
got your
heard a lot of people
category
say it's
changed for you.
prequel.
Serena's probably out of
Oh, thank you.
Oh, so one question I actually did
Oh,
have,
Sky-
because I don't know if we talked about it. Why did it end up being New Game Plus?
Yes, I did briefly mention it, but I can mention it again. It's the Magnum that I pick up, because this game works very much in the same way as the main Alan Wake game does, where you have a bunch of manuscript pages laying around, and once you collect them, they're just like stored. There's no like save file or anything. So like if you start a new game, they're already collected. You don't need to collect them again. And this game has a progression thing where you can unlock a bunch or pick up a bunch of pages, and it will unlock new weapons. So specifically to be able to get the Magnum, which is the weapon we use, we need 10 pages already from the start of the game. So it's New Game Plus because you need to have at least 10 pages in a different save file.
Alright.
So otherwise it will probably just be any percent.
And he ran through the cacti again.
Yes. It is merely a mental idea. I don't know.
You're like a little hamster in a wheel. Go ahead and keep running for all
Like
the
a hamster in a wheel.
He just hopped that cactus like a boss. I mean, unfazed.
Like he doesn't even sweat. Like he does this every day. Also, again, for any arachnophobes, I'm just gonna mention this in time so I don't accidentally forget. Once we get into this place again to solve the puzzle, there will be spiders spawning again after we've done the puzzle, so you will want to look away from about now until we're back to the projector room. Also, the way I remember how to solve this part of the puzzle is now it's open in the middle. That means I need to hit the middle switch. Oh, and I accidentally hit the left one. That's unfortunate.
Oh.
Can you guys not?
Oh.
Thank you.
Who woke the
Did
witch?
he just?
Who woke the witch?
He just jumped into the wall and disappeared.
Oh, he was like, I'm out of here, dude. I'm done.
Yeah. It's fine.
You're gonna be alright.
Yeah, luckily
Just wanted to
spiders
take care of
aren't.
it.
I don't know. But yeah, the main thing we need to worry
I've
about
never
now
seen
is
this
the
happen before.
paracycles. Oh yeah, definitely not. Have to have one of those for a marathon.
Yeah, always once per
Yep.
marathon.
Alright, so once again we turn on the power so we can help Serena. I don't actually know why we don't need to go back to her this time, but we don't. Either way, Mrs. Scratch is not very happy with our progress.
You lose. If you make it to the end of the loop, you still lose. Sucker.
Alright, so we're gonna flashlight him so he'll fly away, and then for safety I'm just gonna throw a flashbang so they don't bother me. Because I've had a couple of runs die to them running up and just stun locking me, which is not nice. But I'm still trying.
Brutal here, getting up to the third act here.
Yep, and now the flare gun comes into play. We've been collecting some flare gun ammo up until this point, and they're gonna help us take out these fountains a lot faster than what we were able to do in the first loop. So, grabbing the checkpoint because safe. So we're still gonna just have 3 of them that we need to take out in slightly different locations this time. And one thing that can happen with these is that they can spawn the Taken directly between me and the fountain, which is very unfortunate because if you have played Alan Wake and you have used a flare gun on an enemy, you will know that that triggers a slowdown from the second the flare leaves your gun until it hits the enemy. And that is a long and slow animation, and that is not something you want to have happen in a speedrun. So, but while that flare gun is triggering, we have time to make it up the stairs, so we can now already be on the keypad and just spam B, so... Oh, I missed it apparently, so I just completely failed that demonstration. But it's fine, we have a different page this time, so we have more to the manuscripts, we have a couple of more items we can set into the right place. Surely it's going to work this time, right? So, let's set this clock, set this calendar, and now we also know that we need to switch this lamp. Also, this is Thomas Zane on this poster, but we're flipping him away, sorry. And oh look, it's it's still not good enough.
Yeah,
doesn't
Alan
look right.
he didn't get a gold split here, so he's gonna reset. He's a perfectionist, so it's
Pretty
back to the beginning.
much. So let's start again. Let's try again. Let's see if we can do better this time.
Go again.
Each time,
Yeah.
another
Again, we've learned more.
place.
We have more
Now,
experience.
the
So
trap works against the Herald of Darkness.
let's go even faster this time.
This time he's going for the recce, and not a cactus is gonna stop him this time.
Also say hello to King Hillbilly.
Where's his head?
I'll
Not
tell you
even-
what.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Oops.
that's just his actual name.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
Yep. Like, not even kidding. King Hillbilly is his name. And I just find that so funny. So, but again, we mentioned earlier, Emma still has her memory, right, from the previous loops. Emma also is a speedrunner, so she's got everything set up for us this time. She's went to fetch the CD. If you can see, the valve is already in place. She's already charged a battery and put that in place.
Did she
as
get
well,
the
so we don't need
licensed
to
music in
collect-
place?
Prepared for them.
Yes, she did.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's right. Yeah. You might want to.
So
Yeah.
we just need to flip that once this time because the battery's already there. This one's already placed, so we just need to turn it. And the CD's already in, so we just need to get it to start playing. So again, licensed music coming in now. And once again, that makes this rock hit the satellite, because of course it does. And it's gonna
Yeah.
crash.
Wait,
I'd love
why-
to know the
why did-
correlation between Kasabian and
Yeah.
making satellites come down.
Wait, why did the valve switch bring the asteroid to hit the... what? It just clicked with me, and we've done this 3 times now, and I just caught that.
Yeah, that's just how things work, I guess.
It's fine. It's action-packed.
So yeah, once again, we need to make our way back to the motel. We're gonna have some taken try. Okay, I thought that was a prop trying to block us. That's fine. We're gonna have some taken trying to stop us. That's okay. I'm actually going for a marathon safe strat here because usually the fastest way to run now would be directly to the motel, the same path we've taken before. But if we do that now, they will spawn a King Hillbilly on us and a couple of other mobs as well. So we don't want to fight them. It's just safer not to, so I'm just gonna go around this way instead. And then when we do this, all we need to worry about is 2 bird taken and this dude over there.
So this time, the mobs get more and more difficult, you know, per reset. So we're gonna have...
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna get
Unfortunately-
much more hectic.
Unfortunately, they also remember things, so... But hey, since we didn't spawn most of them, it's just so much easier.
And
this
so
time,
finally, Emma...
yeah, we're actually
Yeah.
protecting Emma this time. We're turning on this fuse box because we worked that this is how they get to her. So, there you go, some light protection. And now Emma is actually finally safe. We have actually finally saved Emma Sloan. And now that we saved her, she's gonna give us the key to the motel. And we're getting a happy ending. Kind of. Anyway. Hey! Emma Sloan is now Emma Sloan and not Emma Slane at the end of the loop.
Hangs in the balance,
Hey,
threatened by the machinations of the Herald.
we broke the cycle.
And you
All
We
is
did.
well.
for a moment,
We did.
Yeah.
the champion of light breathes a little easier. He has saved one life. For this moment,
So we're gonna see a lot of the same thing when we come into the observatory now as well.
perhaps,
Because like I said, Emma's not the only one with her memory intact, so we will also have most stuff already set up for us. Like, she already went to fetch the camera in the back of her truck, so we don't need to do that. The only thing we need to do is to secure the coolant valves.
soon he knows.
So we just need to do that and then go inside. Which is nice. Yeah, she's here to welcome us. She's very prepared.
I've already taken care of the imaging array, but you should still look into securing the
She knows.
So once again, we will be able to take advantage of the fact that we know where they spawn. So I know that the first enemy will spawn right on this roof. And I'm waiting for that dude to spawn so he can open the door for me, and then we can go for the switch. Once again, iframes. I love this part.
Very good.
Right there, Doctor.
They tried so hard and got so far.
So once again, we need to make our way around though. It keeps throwing cars at us. So I'm just gonna leave through the door this time because that car...
Yeah.
Oh. Throws its door at me, apparently.
Did the door just like
yeah.
tap your toe? Oh, okay, all right.
Alright, that car doesn't hit me, cool. We have actual enemies here now though, so it's a bit more risky than the poltergeist, but it's fine. The Flash will mostly deal with them, and then we're going to Skyrim Force again. Oh, come on, please. I just want to be a horse. Alright. So we made it up. We are going to have another car thrown, not at us, but it's going to try and block us from getting in. But it's another flash grenade. It's good.
Except we have a weapon of mass destruction known as the flashlight.
Yep. Also, for tech again, we are going to have quite a long period of licensed music now. We are going to have what is my favorite part of the speedrun, which is this fight, which plays a really cool song, and it's just, I like to just vibe with this. This is also timed, by the way, so I don't actually need to worry about anything other than making sure they don't get the drop on me, and then I'm good.
You can pretend we're dancing to it.
Exactly. Sour Pleasant chat. I know chat is pre-recorded, but hopefully you remember to have
Yeah,
those in.
actually, all of my personal responses are pre-recorded, so you know.
Yeah.
I predicted what you would say. Yeah, exactly. Everything that you would say, it's all in response.
Is it not
By the way,
actually
this-
giving me enemies now? Here's another. I've never had this happen before. I had a long period of time with no enemies there.
Oh boy.
But hey, we have cool music, so it's fine.
By the way, this Skyrim mod is like next level. I love it so much.
It really is. Alright. I'm gonna pick up this just to make sure. I should have enough flare gun already, but better safe than sorry. It's a marathon after all. Alright, so once again, this is timed. She's about to turn the lights on in a bit because the song is about to end. So let's just restock. Oh, I heard you.
This is a good song. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of vibing right now.
It is.
Yeah,
It is-
it's a good
it is
song.
really good. This was made specifically for this game, by the way. If you're familiar with Remedy and the way they do their games, they work closely with Poets of the Fall, so I think pretty much every game they've done, they've had Poets of the Fall, which is the name of the band, make a song. I guess the only exception really that I know of is Quantum Break, where they intended to make a song for it, but because of, I think, contractual stuff, it never made it into the game. But they still made the song, so you can still listen to the song if you want. But Alan Wake, the main game, has a song from them. Multiple ones, actually. This one has it. Control has it, because Control, if you're not familiar with it, also takes place in the same universe.
In a strange way,
So.
he feels at ease.
Alright, we got another fax printout. We got more
This
details.
dang fax machine. I've seen this 3 times now.
Starts to feel a bit like deja vu, doesn't it? But hey, that's speedrunning for you.
The fax it's cursed.
It is. So this one's actually a bit different though, because we don't spawn in front of the drive-in anymore. We spawn inside it directly next to the power plant, which is useful. But Alan's smart. He's saving us some time, which is nice.
The man has his share of weaknesses.
So we
He's
also
going
have a
for
bit of
Reki at this
a
point.
trick here. Like, I will grace this thing, and then jump at the end, and it will bounce me over there, and now I don't have to run after the cutscene ends. I'm already over there, so that's... There's a bunch of small nifty things like that in this run, which I think is really cool.
It works because Alan Wake doesn't have knees.
Exactly!
Yeah, his knees blew out like 2 runs ago.
That's how you pull off these tricks.
Yeah.
Alright,
You gotta
so
make some
hopefully-
sacrifices in the name of fast.
He followed me in, which is not nice. However, it should despawn him. However, sometimes the game doesn't, and that's scary. That's fine though, because we can just shine a flashlight on them. hopefully cycles will treat as well.
Did
Alright.
Alan run
I've
into
had
the
a-
That's
electricity?
clean.
I actually just dodged it, but I was really close to it, yes. What I've had happen sometimes as well, which is not good, is that I've been knocked into it by an enemy, which sometimes kills me. But it's fine, we somehow made it out with full health, actually.
That was clean.
And we're gonna
That
have
was-
some more licensed music coming up, however, it's not gonna play for long because I'm able to skip the encounter that it belongs to. Or rather, just run past it.
Never getting out of this way.
So, but we will have it playing for a little bit.
I'll take care of your wife.
I'll
And
take
your
care of
life.
your life. And your life.
I love that line, it's so dumb.
At least he's polite enough to take care of her wife.
Yeah, exactly.
What a
So yeah,
joke.
licensed music, but it's fine. We're just gonna throw a flashbang at these two King Hillbillies and run straight through them. And now the music should stop playing right about here. Oh look! A car flying. Okay. Whew. Okay, that's
Dude,
yeah.
I
It's
had
random where it
one more
lands that
payment.
actually got a bit hit me. Like I've had that land directly on me, which is not very nice.
What?
But yeah, we're going back to the projector room
You're gonna think it's gonna
again.
make a difference? This'll end up just like before.
And he's threatening to send us back to the loop again, but that's okay, we're coming prepared. So we have our flare gun, we actually have a lot of ammo for it this time, which is nice because we actually also have an additional fountain this time that we need to deal with. So, oh, got to slow down from that combat, so nice, but it's okay. Sometimes I will like mistime when I start running because when you start running and the dodge button, that's the same button. So I will run and instead Alan will dodge because there happens to be an enemy nearby. Which is unfortunate, but that's the way it goes. Anyways, we did clear the projector room once again. And this is on the third loop, and we all know that there's a rule of 3 with video games. So tech, you can be ready on time because once we finish this room, we will be able to call time for the run.
Again, the champion of light enters the final
So
track.
we have our manuscript pages again with the signal that we printed out, so we can now
Next to
set
do
this
is
room
change the
correctly.
details of the scene, push it past the breaking point, and
So
the
we
rest
know it's this
will
clock.
snap into place.
We know it's this calendar. The thing that is new this time is that we also pick up this film. And then the lamp goes into place. We say goodbye to Thomas Zane. And then we go place the film. And this is the last thing I need to do. However, time is happening when the screen fully fades to black. So I will call it, but we're almost there. And time.
Oh, come on, buddy.
And that is Alan Wake's
Why don't you...
I think you
5629.
PB'd. I think you PB'd.
What? What
Is that a
I
PB?
think I PB'd.
I'm looking at speedrun.com. Your PB is
Oh,
5645.
Okay, I PB'd.
Wait,
wow. That's
That's a PB. I mean,
dude,
top
let's
3
go.
PB ain't bad.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
That's really cool.
GDQ. Nice.
I've been practicing a lot. I didn't even get some of the skips, so that's kind of insane actually, but I'm really happy with that. But yeah, Mr. Scratch not having a good time.
Well, I'll say definitely
He's trying
a
to sing
round,
It's My Life.
round of applause for that. Clap for that. Good job on the PB. I'll say I hope chat
Man.
can also wish you a good congratulations on that one. Really quick,
Thank
since
you.
we're watching the end of this, do you have any shout outs you want to make?
Yeah, sure. I'll shout out to Demonic Robots for being the person who actually recommended I get into this in the first place. To Chad for being just an amazing human and supporting me and being here. To this, I don't know if you've heard of him. He's a bit of a small streamer, but Igdices.
No, I've
But
never
he's
heard
pretty
of
cool.
him.
You should check him out. He's just like an inspiration for me and one of the reasons I'm as into speedrunning as I am. So thank you for that. And just my community in general for being supportive of whatever it is that I do whenever I stream. I do appreciate all of you.
All right, and as well,
Chad,
people
do you
want
want
to
to do any shout-outs as well?
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, me? Ooh, yes. Hi, I'm Chad Thorson. I speedrun Minecraft, and I'm just vibing on the couch. So this is all about Tali. GG to you. I'm super happy to be part of this. So hey, thank you for having me.
Of
And
course.
then the follow-up is, if people want to find you on Twitch or anywhere else, where can they find you, Tali?
Yes, I have the same name everywhere, so it's twitch.tv/TaintedTali. And I speedrun this game. I will start to speedrun the main game, Alan Wake, now that I have more time after I'm done preparing for this show. And I speedrun some other games as well, like 102 Dalmatians, for example. So I do horror games and I do retro games, so if that's your jam, you can follow me and see more. And here we go. Like, they're saying it there that this is, maybe it's a dream, maybe it's a memory, maybe it's an altered universe. We don't really know. So it kind of still leaves it up in the air what actually happened to Alan. And if you watch the credits all the way through, again, licensed music for the credits, by the way, but I can skip that, so that's fine. But if you watch the credits all the way through, it'll actually tell you that there's more adventures coming for Alan. So I'm just, Alan Wake 2, give it to me, Remedy, please.
We'll have to see. Before we kind of finish on up, you guys have anything you want to add?
I'm good. Thank you so much for having me, though. It's been a blast, and I can't believe I PB'd.
Hey, I want to say big congrats to that. Although you PB'd in Alan Wake's Skyrim Nightmare, not American Nightmare. Skyrim
True.
Nightmare.
Dude,
True.
I can't wait to play the Skyrim mod. I am so hyped. It's gonna be so great.
Exactly. Anyway, that being said, we are wrapping it up for this week on Speedruns from the Crypt.